So a pleasant good afternoon and welcome to Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League action. It's finals day. It's the national finals. Fatima College from Trinidad up against Signal Hill Secondary out of the sister isle in Tobago. And this game being played in Tobago at the Dwight York Stadium. And this game is a mouth-watering clash as Fatima, they just been crowned the North Zone champions as well as the Trinidad champions, the national champions. So now up against the champions out of Tobago in Signal Hill. Well, just to give you the starting lineups very quickly, Fatima College, number 8, the captain, Seth Hadid. Number 4, Daquan Jackman. Number 28, Zain Kati. 23, Harlan Samuel. 21, Thomas Conlon. 11, Jonathan Mason. 9, Caden Chestrail. 17, Benjamin Harrigan. 29, Tristan Jackman. 30, in goal, Shamil O'Brien. And number 12, Elijah Alahar. So for Signal Hill, the skipper, the number 6, Jadiel Marcel. Number 10, Rivion Marshall. 11, Kaleem Trim. 5, Kayan Anderson. 2, Jaquan Defoe. 8, O'Shea Watson. 4, Mario Pereira. 12, Jermaine Morgan. 9, CL Mills. 20, Kishon Graham. And number 17, Emmanuel Wright. So Fatima in their traditional yellow strips and Signal Hill in their yellow, green and black. So Fatima would get us going in this final, and what a good game we have on our hands here. Played in beautiful conditions in of course the beautiful sister isle of Tobago. So both teams possess good players, very good young prospects going forward for Trinidad and Tobago's football, and really a spectacle. And credit to Tiger Tanks for really laying the platform for these youngsters to come out and express themselves. And they've certainly give us something to think about, something to cheer about, and certainly made their schools proud. So we're off here, and Fatima is in possession. Hadid. Samuel just giving it away. A early chance here. And it's off the upright and cleared away. Early chance for Signal Hill, and it came off the upright, and now Fatima able to break and come forward here now with Harrigan. Hadid. Harrigan. Still Harrigan. He's getting into the area. He's getting in a ball. And it's dealt with by Marshall. So look at it. It was a ball inside. O'Brien came and he could not collect. And the shot came off the upright. So that was a glorious opportunity for Signal Hill to take an early lead. But it wasn't to be. And now Fatima immediately up the other end and winning a corner. Hadid. Short for Kati. Zain Kati was the man and getting back and putting in a tackle. So Mills he's gonna leave this one for the left back, and Kati just heading it out. Watson. So taking some sting out of the early pressing of Fatima is the Signal Hill boys. Watson, a long ball aimed at Mills, and Kati just puts it behind, and the Signal Hill able to win a corner. So end-to-end stuff in the early goings of this game. So going over to take this one, the number 10, Marshall. Revion Marshall. And he has a good few to aim at. And headed out by Hadid. And the shot came from the top of the area. And it just went out. So this game certainly worthy of a final. Two best teams. And meeting here in the final of the under 14 division. And Fatima building it up nicely, patient build up, chest trail, asking a lot of Alaha, and T4 able to win out. This is good from Signal Hill as well. Chest trail just loses out, and Mason, Jonathan Mason is making a good run, and he's held up by Wright. In fact, that's Pereira, Mario Pereira. Harrigan is putting pressure on. So no team really playing shy here in the opening goings. It's been a very, very frantic start. And again, Pereira, Conlon pinching and winning. Hadid. Signal Hill looking to come forward. Bit of a misplaced pass, and then Jackman just puts this one into touch. So 5 minutes gone, no goals yet, 0-0. Remember, this is the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League, the national finals. Signal Hill up against Fatima College in the under 14 division. So D4, Jaquan D4 with this throw in here for Signal Hill. And again, Jackman is just putting this one into touch. Morgan. Alaha. Cheshire making a good run. Holding it up, looking for some options. Cheshire is beating the four. Cheshire into the area. He's pulling it back. Mason is there. And pinched off by Marcel. Samuel. Jackman. And good work from Morgan. And then Alaha wins out. And Jackman has continued his run forward. And his delivery is not of the best. It's gone behind. So a goal kick here for Signal Hill. Both teams really looking to get forward and looking to be positive. And this game is certainly the way that started Certainly we expect a very, very feisty affair. No teams are going to hold back. They're going to go all out and in search of that elusive national title. And danger finally cleared. Well, it's picked up again by Fatima. Chest trail. Kati. Hadid from distance. Charge down. Conlon. Wider here for Alaha. Jackman and Fatima just keeping it. Very typical of the way they play. Just keeping the ball. Very, very methodical in the build-up. Patient. Not rushed into anything. And that time, Harrigan and Jackman just not on the same wavelength. And it's a giveaway. Alaha is winning. And Mason picking it up now and looking to make a run. And just being brought down just outside the area. So Jonathan Mason, a real handful, is young Mason, the focal point of the Fatima team, and he's always looking to make those runs. Always willing to run the channels. A willing runner. But now a free kick here for Fatima College. Seth Hadid standing over this one. Hadid, it's a low one. And it's going out for a corner. So Hadid again going over to take this one from the near side. So it's going to be in swinging. But it's a short one. Jackman. Samuel. Marcel is just helping it forward. Morgan. He has two for company. Morgan and just getting some support now. And Marcel is just a bit slack. As Hadid is looking to get Mason going again. And Mason able to win out. Jonathan Mason! Goal! Well, Jonathan Mason showing a good turn of speed, outrunning the defender and placing his shot into the far corner. An expert finish from young Mason. So it started with a ball from Hadid and he really outran Watson and got his shot away and given Fatima the lead in this game. So Jonathan Mason makes it Fatima 1, Signal Hill 0. Signal Hill now need to come from behind. What we've seen, good performance and not too bad one from them so far. They look to be positive. Peters, he loses out to Jackman. And a foul throw by Peters. Long throw from Jackman and headed out again. Few yards up the touchline for Jackman. In fact, it's going the way of Signal Hill. So Signal Hill with this throw in here. Peters is leaving it for... Oh, in fact, it's a free kick. Mario Pereira, looking to swing this one in. Deep one from Pereira, and just trying to head it on there was Morgan. So just about 13 minutes gone, and Fatima taking the early lead. A goal scored by Jonathan Mason. So O'Brien with the goal kick. Kati. Harrigan. Mason. Chapman. And a bit loose from Jackman there. Tristan Jackman. Peters. And another good throw again from Peters. Chestriel turning away nicely. Just winning a free kick. Kieran Chestriel looking to be direct. And what a season it has been for the Fatima team in particular. A lot of national titles, a lot of zonal titles. And it's been a very, very good season from them. It's a ball into the area. And Mason was just trying to get his head on it. Four. Watson. Pereira. One back by Fatima. Mills. Winning a throw in here. Another throw in here for Signal Hill. Anderson. Kean Anderson. And headed out again. So 3 successive throws for Signal Hill as they are in search of the equalizer. Anderson into the area. Anderson, and O'Brien is just off his line and claiming. Long kick from O'Brien. And Chestriel just puts this one into touch. So D4 with the throw in here. So foul throw by the 4, and Fatima gets the throw. Samuel, Jackman, Jackman, chest shield, Conlon, Daquan Jackman, Samuel, Tristan Jackman, Pereira, Anderson, Pereira, Watson, Marcel, and Peters into the area. Malachi Peters, and the shot wasn't the best. Goes wide. So a chance for Signal Hill to test O'Brien, and Peters, the wayward shot. So 19 minutes gone in this game. The national final. Signal Hill secondary up against Fatima College in the under 14 division, and Fatima lead by 1-0. Jonathan Mason getting the early goal for the boys from the north. Marshall, still Marshall, and Marcel, and it's into the back of the net. So Signal Hill pull one back, and it's come through Morgan, Jermaine Morgan, the man on spot, and it fell to him, and he had the simple task of putting it into the back of the net, and it's Fatima 1, Signal Hill 1. So we're back where we started, and you have to say it's a sort of a even game, I would say, as Signal Hill there continuing to press. They've not been too flustered by the early goal, and they've gotten back 1 now. So it's 1-1 here, and Signal Hill looking to come forward again. Marshall, Jackman, so no ball boys on show here, or no ball personnel, I should say, on show this afternoon. So the ball would have to be retrieved by the players. Something that I would like to see happening on a more consistent basis, where we get those ball personnels. It's really difficult for players to go retrieve the balls themselves. It takes away from the game as well in terms of time, you know, according to how far the ball goes. Mills, Marcel, Marshall. Too much on it for Peters. Long kick from O'Brien. Aimed at Alaha, and Mason is pinching it. Jonathan Mason, he's away again. And he had some more time than he thought there. Maybe he should have just taken the shot. Instead, he went for the pass, and Signal Hill able to come away with it now. Trim, a bit of a poor touch, but it's falling out to the goal scorer Morgan. Marshall, and easy for O'Brien. Samuel. Still Samuel. Danger not cleared as Peters is putting some pressure on them. And eventually it's put into touch. So a throw in here for the Signal Hill team as they're in search of the go-ahead goal. Before again, ball into the area, and it's falling to Mills. Glorious opportunity for CL Mills, and it just put it wide. So Signal Hill with a good opportunity there. Should have at least tested goalkeeper O'Brien. So starting it from the back again is Fatima. Samuel. Cheshire. Hadid. Alaha. Chakman. And Marcel pinching it and looking to get Morgan going again, but Samuel just coming across and putting it into touch. So Anderson again with the throw, Morgan, and put behind by Dawant. So corner for Signal Hill from the far side. And if this delivery is a good one, it just may cause some problems for the Fatima defense. Goalkeeper O'Brien. And it's a long one, and it's headed over by Pereira, who was making a dashing run, and it just headed it over. So this game certainly living up to a final, as these two teams have put out some excellent performances so far, and with the score being 1-1, it's all to play for. Mason again, Good run again from Mason and getting his shot away. And this time, goalkeeper Graham was able to make the save. Danger not cleared. Chest trail. Chakman. Harid. Mason. Alaha. It's coming to chest trail again. Conlon. Now. Kati. Chest trail. Showing some good footwork there. Caden chest trail. Harrigan. Harrigan goes past the four. And a bit of a rush challenge coming by Peters. No call by the referee. Kati. Samuel. This is good stuff from Fatima. As they really trying to take the win out of the sails of the Signal Hill team. Just pinging the ball around from side to side. At the moment, Signal Hill chasing shadows. Harid. Kati. Chashil. Laid off for Hadid. Hadid from distance. And it's bubbling up, and Harrigan is following up and making it 2-1. Fatima. Just like that. That man, Benjamin Harrigan, following up. It was a shot from distance from Hadid. Goalkeeper Graham didn't hold it. And the opportunity fell to Benjamin Harrigan, who makes it 2-1. So Fatima regained the lead. Benjamin Harrigan. And it's on the stroke of the 30th minute mark. Fatima regains the lead.
Exactly, because you change up the team and them just start to relax. I sure Brazil them playing all that's how they was playing. See? How many minutes gone already? What minutes?
So a very, very open game so far, as both teams spare no punches. Really going all out in an effort to be crowned the national champions. And what an honor that would be. And what a moment it would be for the school as well. So Signal Hill gets us going here again. Marshall. T4. Too much on it. Marcel couldn't hold it in. And Hadid bringing it away. Cheshire. A ball over the top for Mason. And cleared out by Pereira. Headed back in again. Mason trying to get it under control. Harrigan. Harrigan. Conlon. Alaha. Bad pass by him. Morgan in chase of this one and getting the better of Samuel. Does well. For a moment I thought that Morgan just may have gotten the better of Samuel, but he did well. Harlan Samuel. Just about 3 minutes remaining in this half. And Signal Hill would just want one back, just want to level things up just before the half. That would give them some momentum coming into the second half, as Pereira just too much on this one. And it's going out harmlessly for a goal kick.
Huh?
Credit to Signal Hill. They've responded well. They've not been too bothered by the goals of Fatima. They've continued to play their game, pressing Fatima high, and they're doing well. They're staying in the game, and that's the main thing. Always giving themselves a chance. Kati. Conlon just loses out. Mills. So throw in here for the Tobago boys, the home team in this game. This game being played at the Dwight York Stadium. In Bacolod, Tobago. Before Mills, picked up again by Fatima. Deal.
Not real mad boy.
Conlon. Wider here for Kati. And Kati is playing a ball forward to Harrigan. Harrigan up against D4. And D4 again does well. So Harrigan and Alaha switching sides again. Alaha going over to the right hand side, and Harrigan coming over to this left hand side. Switching up things on the Signal Hill team. Oh, and it's not cleared. And Conlon with the shot from distance. And it was awkward for Graham as he just gets this one over. Conlon with a snapshot. And it should have been a routine save from Keyshawn Graham. It just manages to push it over. Luckily for him, it didn't end up in the back of the net. But a corner here for Fatima right at the end of the first half. So we've played the 35, we're into 36 now. And this delivery is not the best one. And the clearance is also not the best. As Fatima able to pick it back up again. Conlon. Jackman all the way back to goalkeeper O'Brien. Samuel. Good play on this right hand side for Fatima. Hadid. Cheshire. From distance, just over. If it was on target, it may have been some problems for Keyshawn Graham. And again, goalkeeper Graham has to retrieve himself. Pereira signaling to his players to get forward. He wants to play a long ball. In the end, Defoe is getting it. And Defoe is has too much on it for the run of Henry. Kati. So at the half here in the national finals, it's Fatima 2, Signal Hill 1. And Fatima got their goals through first from Jonathan Mason and then Benjamin Harrigan, and then pulling one back for Signal Hill, Jermaine Morgan. So we'll be back with you with more action in the second half. So welcome back to the second half here in the National Under-14 final between Fatima College and Signal Hill Secondary. It's Fatima leading by 2-1. And the Signal Hill have been good in the first half. Not a bad performance from them. Just not able to take all of the opportunities. But credit to them, they've stayed in the game and they've really they've played well. They've continued to play their game and looking to get themselves back in this second half. Kati, Henry, so Kati has to go retrieve himself again. Jackman. Dawant. Deal. Cheshire. Deal again. And a heavy touch allows Graham to come and take control. One back again by Fatima. Mason. Mason into the area again, and Mason getting his shot away, and this time Graham made a good save, pushing this one over. Jonathan Mason causing some problems again for the defense. His pace is really causing a problem. And Fatima on the front foot here with a corner. So Hadid on set piece duty again. Hadid cleared away by Henry. Marshall Morgan, sorry, just trying to get a run going. Morgan again, and easy for Samuel. Come on. Given away by him. Marcel. And then Conlon. Again just able to get back and getting a tackle. Dawant. Deal. One back again by Signal Hill as they are in pursuit of the equalizer. Morgan. Brought down by Conlon. Free kick here for Signal Hill. Not a bad area. So 2 men behind it for Signal Hill. Kaleem Trim, the number 11, and the number 4, Mario Pereira. I think this one is more suited for the right footer, as Trim is going to leave it for Pereira, and it's bouncing just in front of goalkeeper O'Brien, who makes an easy save. And then trying to get Fatima going again, but Signal Hill able to win it back. Morgan. Still Morgan. Pushed a bit further by Samuel, and then Samuel concedes a corner. This one is going to be taken by Wright, Emmanuel Wright. It's a good ball by Wright. And causing some problems. Trying to get it away, Fatima. Signal Hill just penning them in their own defensive third, as they're trying to keep up the pressure. Through in here for Signal Hill. Pereira. Anderson. Marshall. Trim, that was Trim. Sorry. And look at the speed from Mason again, as Pereira is just putting this one into touch. And Anderson is just putting this one into touch. So another throw in here for Signal Hill, for Fatima, sorry. Dawant. Hadid. So 41 minutes gone in this game. Fatima still lead by 2-1. Remember, you're looking at the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League, the national final in the under-14 division. Respective champions out of their eyes, as Signal Hill, the champions out of Tobago, and Fatima College, the champions out of Trinidad. Kati gets in and wins back for Fatima. Harrigan. Tresh Trail gets the beating there of Watson. Tresh Trail, pull back for Mason, and Mason finishes it off. Jonathan Mason again for Fatima. And Tresh Trail just got past Watson a bit too easy, and he had his head up, and he picked out Mason, who just slotted it past goalkeeper Graham. And Fatima now lead by 3-1. Jonathan Mason at the double again. And Signal Hill slip further down now, as they need 2 to level back with Fatima. Marcel. Anderson. And Mason again just trying to cause some problems, as Fatima pressing very high up the pitch, trying to pin Signal Hill in their own halves, and winning back here, Hadid. Good ball inside from Hadid. Tresh Trail just taken off his toes. Hadid again. Marshall. And Marshall just winning a free kick here for Signal Hill. Right in front of his bench. And just staying down there. Marshall. Revion Marshall. Right with the delivery. And picked up again by Fatima. And Anderson. Right. Dealt with by Dawant. Morgan, Peters. Morgan. And getting in there was right. Trim. Cool, calm stuff from Fatima. Ball around the corner for Deal. Mason continue this run. Jonathan Mason. Good turn from Trestrill. And a heavy challenge by Watson. And another free kick here for Fatima. It was a good turn to begin with from Trestrill. And then Watson with a heavy challenge. So a free kick here in a good area again for Fatima. So Trestrill standing over this one. Caden Trestrill. Trestrill, and it's into the back of the net. What a brilliant free kick by Caden Trestrill. He went the other way. Goalkeeper Graham was probably looking for him to go to his far post. He went for the near post and he got it up over the wall and down into the net. And Fatima now just maybe might go on to win this game, leading by 4-1 now. And the Trestrill with an absolutely beautiful finish. Sumptuous. And then Morgan just giving it away. And Dawant strong on Peters. Peters not giving up. And Peters is just gonna get a yellow from the referee. So Malachi Peters just getting into the referee's book. So free kick here for Fatima. Jackman can't get past Peters. Marcel picking it up now. Marcel is getting it into Morgan. And Morgan is doing well. Still Morgan, a shot from distance. And right behind it was goalkeeper O'Brien. Shamil O'Brien, he's been excellent throughout the season. And Fatima really possessed some good goalkeepers in the armory, some good, solid, competent shot stoppers throughout the age groups. And it's very refreshing to see some goalkeepers coming out, some good goalkeepers coming out from the western part of Trinidad. Conlon asking a run off Harrigan, but Pereira is coming across and winning out, bringing it forward for Signal Hill and giving it away. Trash Trail. Conlon. Tarwant. The Allen. Put out by Anderson. Just about 20 minutes remaining, and Fatima bossing this game at the moment. Signal Hill trying to stay in the game, but the quality of the Fatima team just shining through at the moment. And some well taken goals. But Signal Hill just don't write them off just yet. Remember, this is a final, so they would want it as badly as the Fatima boys. So they're gonna fight. They're gonna give it their all. Henry. And free kick for Fatima here. Samuel. Cheshire. Mason from distance. Just over from Mason. Good build up again from Fatima. Anderson. So Defoe with the free kick here for Signal Hill. And it's coming all the way through to Mills. Mills going one way then the other, and it might be and a loose effort by Peters. So that was another good opportunity for Signal Hill. Had a good few in this game. Just managing to take one of them so far. As Fatima continue to boss this game. After 52 minutes, it's Fatima 4, Signal Hill 1. Henry. And Samuel just calmly puts this one into touch. You know, but I've been impressed with Signal Hill's performance. They've not lied down, and you know they're showing that they're worthy contenders of being in the finals. And they've given it all. You know, but in the end, so far, I think that Fatima, they've just had the edge. You know, the quality have just shone through. But this game has certainly improved to be a good final. We've seen some good football on show by both teams. Pereira and Peters can't keep this one in play. So this is the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League, the National Under 14 Final. So remember, it's the champions out of Trinidad and the champions out of Tobago. And it's Signal Hill and it's Fatima. But Signal Hill, a lot of good things has come from them as well. You know, their girls have also been excellent throughout the season at all age groups, really. Peters and Mills is not going to get past Samuel. In fact, he's going to get it. CL Mills, Marcel, and Marcel pulls one back for Signal Hill. JDL Marcel with a fine finish, and it was good persistent play by Mills, who never gave it up, and the chance fell for JDL Marcel, and the skipper on target. So Signal Hill with some life. Good finish. And now this game topsy-turvy so far. Fatima 4, Signal Hill 2. Conlon. Fatima just caught out a bit there. Signal Hill not giving up. Gonna give it all. Right, they're gonna fight right until the end. That's one thing we know from them. They're never gonna give up. Here they come forward again. Picked up by Conlon. Marshall. Trim. Still Trim. And then cleared away. So Signal Hill with some life and a will to fight, looking to add another one and make this game very, very interesting. Pereira, a long throw aimed at Mills, headed out by Fatima, and Mason is away again. Jonathan Mason, he's off to the races again, and Graham comes up big this time. Kishon Graham off his line and keeping Signal Hill alive. Sweet, and this is just taking it away from him. Sweet wins back. Hadid, ball into the area, headed out by Pereira. Conlon. Trash trail. Conlon. Hadid. Nice ball out again to Sweet. Ball in from Sweet. Cleared away by Pereira. Hadid. And just being brought down by Trim. So a free kick, another free kick here for Fatima. And from the last free kick, Caden Trestrail was able to score. It was from a similar sort of range. And this is just Thomas Conlon. 4 in the wall for Signal Hill. There's 2 on either side of the post as well. Conlon, and the wall just jumping and getting it behind. So a corner for Fatima. So we into the final 10 minutes of this game, and Fatima lead by 4 goals to 2. Hadid, deep one from him. It's not cleared. Conlon, and then Pereira is just hacking it out. It's a shot from distance, sailing over. So remember, you're watching the Tiger Tank Secondary Schools Football League action in the National Under-14 final. Champions out of Trinidad against the champions out of Tobago. So both teams doing well to reach this stage and worthy of playing in the final. And you're viewing all this action on Tiger Sports International on YouTube. We ask you to like, subscribe and share, as there's a lot of action, non-stop action. D4 winning a corner for Signal Hill. So the ball is finally retrieved, and it's a bit of a training ground routine. Pereira with the shot, and it's over. It's a bit of a training ground routine gone bad for Signal Hill. And with just about 7 minutes to go, if Signal Hill can pull one back here, just gonna make it for a very exciting finish. Mason is off again, and Pereira is onto him quickly, but Mason is not giving up, and it's just pinched off again. But Hadid is picking this one up. Seth Hadid, a shot from distance, and again way off target. Still Hadid, asking a lot of Harrigan, who is not going to keep it in play. And a goal kick here for Signal Hill. Marshall, Anderson, Peters, but coming across there was Jackman. So Daquan Jackman, one of the Jackman brothers. There's two of them in this Fatima team. Number 4, Daquan Jackman, who plays at the heart of the defense. And then there's his brother, Tristan Jackman, who's the left back for this Fatima team. Tawant. Sweet. Hadid. And free kick here, and going into the referee's book as well was Mills. So CL Mills with a clumsy challenge on Daquan Jackman, and he goes into the referee's book. So we're into the final 5 minutes now of this game, national final. Mills, charge down, corner. So there we see another instance where the player has to go all the way back to retrieve this ball, just taking a bit out of the game. And there we see a Fatima player just staying down. Looks to be Kati, Zain Kati. And the delivery was not the best, as it's just curling out of play. So goalkeeper O'Brien, Shamil O'Brien, in no hurry to take this one, just going about his merry way. Chest trail. Sweet. So Louison to take this throw in here for Fatima. Mason again, just leaving it behind, but it's coming. The terrestrial, and it just goes wide. So Fatima looking to just hold on here for the remaining 2 minutes, and that would ensure another championship for them, this time in the form of the national championship in the under 14 age group. Trim just trying to make a run there, but he loses out. Sweet. Louison. And Louison is winning a free kick for his team. Conlon. Too much on it for Watkins. As a Signal Hill just looking to finish this game strong. Morgan from distance. Easy for Shamil O'Brien, who just lies down on this one and just gonna take a few seconds off here. Conlon. Trim wins out, and then not just asking too much of Mills there. So we're into the 71st minute now, and just wait to see how much added on time we get from the referee here. So we're into the final stages as Mason is off again. He's getting the better of Pereira. Watkins, he loses out. D4. Marcel. Long ball into the air. It's coming across to right. And he just bangs this one over. Emmanuel Wright had a chance to get his name on the score sheet. The Signal Hill have not been short on chances. They just was not able to take all of them. But they've been worthy finalists, and credit to them. They've stuck it out. They've tried to be brave, and in the end, Fatima was just too much for them this time. And O'Brien with the goal kick. Conlon. And the referee just seemed to play the advantage. Hadid. Ball here for Sweet. Hadid. And coming back there was Marshall. And Wright. Just a bit strong on Hadid, and then they just give it away. Signal Hill. Trim. Marcel. Nice ball for just not going to stay in play. Right. Cleared away by Chakman. Mason gets by Watson. Jonathan Mason gets it out to Sweet. Hadid. Cheshire. Mason. And Mason finishes this one off with a hat-trick. Jonathan Mason right at the end, making it Fatima 5, Signal Hill 2. And certainly now with that, Fatima crowned the national under-14 champions with virtually the final kick of the game. Fatima able to get their fifth and add the exclamation mark on the scoreline. So they came here with a mission to the Sister Isle, and they've certainly accomplished that, and adding another national title to their list this season. It's a long list, a lot of titles, a lot of trophies,
Get them that is
Lots of
tough,
silverware
like you
for
step back now,
the
you can't
Fatima
stand
College team.
Sian. The game done. Coach, you have a killer while the game done.
There's just a bit of a delay to start back here as another flying sub comes on. Throw in here for Fatima. Conlon. Picked off. Signal Hill. Too much on this one. Louison. By 5 goals to 2. And what a final we had. At Signal Hill, they gave it all that they had. But in the end, the quality of the Fatima team just shone through. And it was Jonathan Mason, the star of the show, with 3 goals. And Benjamin Harrigan and Caden Chestrill adding the others. And for Signal Hill, their skipper Jadiel Marcel was able to get on the score sheet together with Jermaine Morgan. So in the end, Fatima win this game by 5 goals to 2 and deserved winners of the National Under-14 Championship. So on behalf of the whole production team, we thank you for viewing this production and we look forward to your support.